here we are with guest designer Lynn Maloney, and she has a great fix to a little dilemma that Will has written into us with.
Well, I'm going away to college pretty soon, and I wanted to make a gift for my brother and leave something of me behind.
That's cute.
Very nice. Well, I think I have a really good project for you. It's easy, and it's really personal, and it will incorporate things that you and your brother have done together.
We have a sample of one that Mary Lynn did, and she used a t-shirt as a part of this project, and I think this is fabulous, especially going away to college, leaving an old t-shirt behind, and then you're going to show them how to do all the fun embellishments on it.
Right. Even covering the board. And what we're starting with, Megan, if you would hand me that, is a cork board. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's got an old cast-off t-shirt on it. So it's a t-shirt that you don't use anymore, but it is clean, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're...
He's like, yeah, my mom did my
yeah.
And these are little 4-packs of cork boards you can buy in the craft store.
Exactly, exactly. And what I did first was I just took a little bit of a spray adhesive and lightly sprayed the top of the cork board so that the t-shirt would just stick to it. And thank you, Megan. And to cut it, I just took the scissors, started a hole, you know, and then just cut all the way around it.
Make sure it's okay with your mom. You cut the t-shirt
thanks,
first.
Megan. Because I've got one here that's covered already, so you can see how the back will look. We'll finish this off a little bit more nicely later, but this is how it will look.
And so, how did you, when you, I know you used the spray adhesive on the front, but how did you use it on the back too?
On the back, I used fabric glue.
Oh, okay.
And just folded everything over and pressed it down, and that will hold it on there.
You can handle that, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty easy.
I can do it.
So now you've got a nice surface to work on. It kind of makes me think of an album cover shape, and so you're going to sort of approach it like just putting graphics on it. And you've got some really cool memorabilia here, that photos of you and your brother, some of your scouting things, some camping stuff. Do you want to tell us a little bit about some of it, or?
Yeah, I've got some pictures, patches, and pins. Just some pictures of me and my brother hanging out when we were younger. Some patches and pins of things we've done together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really cool.
Is that a ticket stub from a trip you took together?
Yeah, we went to this archaeological project thing in
Very
Idaho.
smart.
Oh, that's really cool.
So you're going to take all of these different pictures and everything, and it's going to kind of become like a big scrapbook page almost.
Yeah, but it's going to be a cork board.
Okay.
So, and we're also going to make some custom pins, push pins, that will also incorporate some personal things. So it's all about you and your brother, and then we've also taken a yucky old t-shirt and given it new life.
Yeah, oh, you know, great. And then you can also send them a picture when you're at a party in college, and you can add it on because it's a cork board.
Yeah, you can, put things on and take things off as you see fit. And so we've got this badge holder from one of your trips you took together, and I thought I would take it and glue it on the side over here and just add a little punch of color and a little embellishment. Yeah. So we'll use this fabric glue, and we'll just glue along the strap. Okay, so when this gets put on, we'll just set it aside to dry. So do you mind just moving it over for now? And in the meantime, we're going to make some push pins. And I thought you could do the same thing over there. And his first name is?
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
So if you pick a J Scrabble letter and just place your marble over it, grab a pencil, hold it down, and just trace around it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just approximate. Okay?
All right.
Okay. And
Very nice.
It was all nice circle.
you may use the scissors first, and what you would do would just be cut it out.
Just cutting out the J.
Mm-hmm.
We're all staring at you. This is like when you speak art and teachers.
It's like pressure's on.
I know. Put your fingers off now.
I'll remember not to run with these later.
Yes. And then what I have here is just a glue solution. It's water and glue. And I use a gel medium, which is it's a good adhesive, watered down with a bit of water. And what you do would be take that and take your push pin put some of that, brush some of that on the back of the marble. Sorry, I call it a push pin. It's still a marble. Okay? And then take your letter that you cut out and put it face down, on the flat side of the marble, because that's what's going to show through.
Oh, that's very cool.
And it kind of magnifies it too.
Yeah.
It makes it
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, it makes
really
it look a little
cool.
bigger.
And then to seal it, you're going to go ahead and use the same glue mixture and brush it on top of the back of the paper.
Oh, so it's kind of almost like you'd be so proud, like a Mod Podge.
Exactly.
my
It's
God.
like doing decoupage. Very
You're
good,
right,
Megan.
you're learning.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Excited.
It just seals it, so
Yeah.
it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, and then just
put
set
it
that down right there.
face down or-
No, glue
okay.
side up. Yeah, and we'll just let that dry.
All right, so very cool. So now that we've kind of seen how to make the push pins, why don't we talk about how to kind of lay out the cork board, I
Great.
guess we could
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
So here's that.
Thank you.
This for you.
Okay. Well, let me just set that right here so we can all get a good view of it. So these are the photos that you really liked
Yes.
and wanted to use in here. And I think it's just a matter of sort of breaking up the space, putting some of the photos
This is
on an
really
angle.
funny.
Isn't that cute? I like
I
this
like
one where they're looking at each other. And then maybe, one over here that's kind of breaking this border. And then you're going to take some of your finished push pins
Okay.
and then just, since these two are touching right here, you might want to just put one push pin right there. And that'll hold them both. And that's really cute.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
cute.
that
It
chest
really came
piece.
out really cute.
And then,
That's what it is,
since there's a lot of space in the photo over here, you could put a push pin over there.
Okay.
Could he put maybe
Just
like
having that
overlap, because since there's so much room, that might kind of look
Absolutely.
good if you overlap
Yeah.
one of the
Mix
patches.
up different textures, bring in dimensional elements.
And it's fun too. You can also use these as pins.
Exactly,
As
because that's what they are. And I'd like,
Looks
Anna,
like-
could you hand me that carabiner?
Do you usually pin as you go, or do you kind of lay, when I do like a scrapbook page, like I lay everything out, kind of get a feel for where I want it, and then I go back in and glue it?
Whatever works
Okay.
for you. I mean, there's really no rules about that. I like to sort of pin and move things as I go. But sometimes I'll lay things out, and I like it so much, I'll take a quick picture of it so I remember how it looks. And then I can
It's
go
actually a really
back.
good idea. I wouldn't be surprised if
And then I
started
can
doing
go
that.
back and get everything down
Yeah.
there exactly how I
Yeah.
wanted. I like this. I thought this was really cool. And you could just hang it on one of the push pins
Oh,
and
that's
hang
a
it
good
on the
idea.
wall. And it adds a little brightness, some shine.
Now we can get it off for using it later.
Yeah, exactly. And that's great. And that just intersects that line there. So you're breaking up straight lines. You're mixing circles with rectangles. Very nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That is exactly where I would have put that one, Will. So very good.
I have to get on the action. I really like doing these little push pin things.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
You need to attach the patch too.
Yeah.
Touch the patch.
Yeah. Great. And then you can always switch when our J's ready and dry. Then you can always switch things around too.
Yeah.
That looks
Yeah.
really, really
And you could just,
cool.
stick one of the pins in there for whatever you want to
For
add
kicks.
later. Yeah. And there you go.
Very
That's
cool.
great. So you think your brother's gonna like this?
I hope he likes it.
Well, I think this is a great idea, and the cool thing too is, you're going to be at college. Speaking from someone who goes, you're going to have a great use for this sort of stuff too. So in your dorm room, this is going to be a fun project for you to do as well. Cool. Well, Mary Lynn, thank you so much,
Oh,
and
you're
you
very
have a
welcome.
whole other book full of these kind of
do.
ideas.
She has this great book of memory art, and it just came out into some fabulous ideas in here, and just kind of spurs your imagination. On the other one, she did bring one of her other projects. Actually, it's right
Oh,
on the cover
very
of the
cool.
book. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Because this is
Sure.
another neat thing that is really great for a young man to do as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. This was this shows my husband's lapel pin collection. He's been collecting lapel pins from everywhere, from a lot of our travels. And I thought, what better way to show lapels than on lapels? So I got some old suits at Goodwill and cut the lapels off and lined a canvas, the back of a
Okay. Oh,
canvas
canvas
with
with an art
them and
canvas.
with some
Okay.
fabric. And the lapels are glued on, but they're loose. So you can
So
actually...
you can change the
So you
pins
change
out.
the pins.
This is really
similar to-
neat.
This edge is loose, so you can move it and add a lapel
Okay.
pin or take one away as you wish.
And that's kind of the same idea as the cork board, where
Right.
you can move the pins around and
Yeah.
add more memorabilia.
Exactly.
That's really wonderful.
It's a piece of memory art, and it's also usable.
And I think it's really nice because so often we don't find things for young men to do. You know,
Yeah.
all the crafts is always like girly stuff that we do. So this is really a neat project that we can incorporate.
Dating this picture. Sorry. Well, cool. Well, Mary Lynn, thank you so much. And Will, I hope that this is going to work perfect for you. And I think we know when creativity knocks, open the door.